a OC, what's the best way to manage this committee situation where you're going to now have a guy coming in late up against the starter for snaps and so on and so forth?
Well, first of all, I think we've had a great deal of experience of managing a bunch of unique talent in that backfield. So you do it the same way. First of all, you want to see exactly what's going to stick, what information he's going to retain. We just want to make sure when we're utilizing LaShawn that we're giving him the best opportunity to be himself. But also, too, we got some talented kids here that have done a heck of a job. I mean, hell, you got young Darwin, you got Damian, and we still got, D. Will, who kind of gets lost in the shuffle. But we're blessed and fortunate to have him a part of our family. But when it's all said and done with, we just going to continue to chop wood like we always do.
What did you see from McCoy at practice yesterday?
You know what? I saw a veteran who understands football. Some of the stuff, obviously, that he's been exposed to is a little new. But other than that, I mean, LaShawn is LaShawn. He's been in this league for a reason for the amount of time that he has been. And one thing that you see is he's a unique football player.
How fast is he picking up the playbook just from what you've seen in meetings and discussions?
You know what? After one day, it's tough to tell. I don't want to put that pressure on him, but at the end of the day, I just want to make sure that he's good with whatever we decide to do when he's out there. And then he can go out there and not think and just react and play.
What have your conversations been like with Damian Williams? He still is the starter. What's it been like for him to?
It's been outstanding. Damian, one thing I will say, Coach Reed has done an outstanding job of building a family. One thing that we take a lot of pride in here is that our guys understand the big picture. This ain't about the individual. This is about the organization and the team. We always want to concentrate and do what is best for us. That's going to give us the best opportunity to win every Sunday. So if it's something that's not going to benefit us, then why do it? But if we feel that it's something that's going to help us moving forward, let's invest into it and let's go wholeheartedly. Let's do it the right way. So when it's all said and done with, numbers don't count. It's about getting the ring. So if that's going to give us an opportunity to do so and chase it and go get it, then let's make sure, let's all move ahead in the same direction.
With the numbers that Patrick put up last year, it's almost difficult to imagine him being better than he was a year ago. But how can he be better?
I think if you ask Pat, he would probably say, hey, he would love to win a Super Bowl. One thing that I focus on just talking to the guys about, I don't want anybody to feel like we got to go set the world on fire. The only thing we need to do is make sure that we have 1 point more than our opponent. Let's just go line up. Let's go play hard. Let's go play fast. Let's have a sense of urgency and a sense of purpose in everything that we do. And then if we play with the second effort that I know we're capable of playing, then you know what? We'll give ourselves a chance.
What kind of impact can McCole Hardman have on offense, this first week that really counts?
Well, I think all of our guys can have a huge impact because it's going to be hot, just like it's hot out here. Just rotating the guys and getting everybody in the mix and getting everybody involved. Just like we said before, we coach all of our starters not to get their jobs taken by the backup players, but also, too, we're coaching our backup players to be starters. So everyone is being treated the same. We want our guys, regardless of what jersey number or what last name they have, if you're on that field, you're just as important as the next man.
Eric, what do you remember most as a former running back about your first NFL start, being on the field, the excitement, anticipation, and how much of that are you eager to see from a guy you've been impressed with all season in training camp in Darwin Thompson?
You know what? I say this. I remember my start. It was one start, It was a long start. It was an exciting start. It was so long ago. We played in the Houston Astrodome. I was with the Cincinnati Bengals. But, I mean, you never forget those days. And when it's all said and done, when you get an opportunity to put an NFL uniform on and you get to share that locker room, and all the highs and lows that takes place within being in that family and in this community, you have a tendency to remember everything. And yes, I do remember that long start, but you know what? I also remember my fourth year going to the Super Bowl. I also remember being a part of a Cincinnati Bengal organization that beat Pittsburgh. I also remember playing an entire season with Coach Reed in 1999 in his first season as a head coach. So there's plenty of things to to look back upon that I've been blessed and fortunate to be a part of.
Which I know last year you guys had to game plan against Campbell and Ngakwe and all the guys they have up front. But for them to add 41, the
Ooh.
rookie, just in limited experience as far as what you guys have seen from him on tape, just what kind of problems he present for you guys?
You know, this defense is very skilled. I mean, I think as an organization, these guys have done a great job of building this defense to fit their scheme. I mean, they play fast. They got some guys that can get up the field. They got some guys that can rush the passer. Obviously, they drafted the young kid out of Kentucky. Coach Matt House has given us everything, on him, and obviously that's not going to be enough because we still got to line up and go play against him. They got a hell of a backer who I think is probably one of the best running backs that could have came out in the draft, and Miles Jack, but I'm just biased. And then they got one of the top corners, premier corner in the league, in Jalen Ramsey, and the other kid ain't bad at all. So our guys, we just got to go out and play. We know that we're going to get the best effort each and every week. That's the challenge. We have to go out there and display who we are every single day and every single play of that particular game. So regardless of the opponent, we just got to make sure that we're right mentally and that we can go out and display our physical capabilities.
How does Hill handle a challenge like that? I mean, I know it's similar to last year, but knowing that Ramsey's going to be right up against him, it's been out there once again.
Like I said, with all due respect, Jalen Ramsey is a hell of a player. He's going to be who he is. He's going to line up. He's going to have some great plays. We're expecting our guy to go out there and play just as good. But we look at it as, you know what, we're lining up to go play against the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's the Kansas City Chiefs versus them, and may the best team win.
You mentioned Coach Reed in '99. What's the biggest difference of Reed now to back then 20 years ago?
You know what? It's probably the same. I just know this, that camp in 1999 was a little special because it was hot as hell every day. And that was old school tour days. So those days are not allowed anymore.
Couple more guys.
The last time you guys played in Jacksonville, I don't know if you remember this, but it was your first game.
Yes, sir.
Y'all's first game with the Chiefs. Like, I know you weren't part of 2012, but from your perspective, like, what's the most important thing you guys did to get this franchise, from there to where you guys are right now?
Well, I think everything starts with the top. It starts with ownership. I think the ownership here has been great over the years. It's an historical organization. Coach Reed have always been one of the top coaches, in my opinion, in the league, who does an outstanding job of teaching and raising young assistant coaches to become head coaches. And so just the family atmosphere that is here, that we're surrounded with, that just goes to show you the temperament, and everybody enjoy coming to work. And I've always said this, and I say this to young coaches, it's not where you work, but more importantly, who you work with. And I think we're all blessed and fortunate to have an opportunity to work for Clark Hunt, and also to add to that, to have this opportunity to work for Coach Reed.